Heck yeah. Okay, time to upgrade this computer. We've got a FX 8350, we've got some Ripjaws RAM, and we're gonna reuse a lot of the parts, but we're gonna replace the motherboard, the RAM, and the CPU. We're gonna go with the 5800X with an X570 chipset. Alright, here's the parts and pieces we're gonna use. Asus TUF Gaming X570 Plus Wi-Fi, Trident Z Royal RAM, M.2 NVMe 1TB boot drive. So we're actually going to be able to keep the SSD in the back, and there is our 5800X. Okay, let's get the glass off and start disassembling. Booted up my PC, cause I need me that Fortnite Battle Pass. RAM sticks, GPU, 1660 from HP, if you can believe it. That's gonna pull right out. Look at that. Okay, now the radiator pump. Okay, radiator pump is out the way. Let's take out all the plugs. Power. Oh, there it goes. That plug is a bitch. We got CPU fan. Yep, that's a splitter. Okay, we got SATA to the SSD in the back. USB and the power button and the start button down at the bottom. I might have to pull off these fans. I might have to pull off that fan. Okay, screws are out. Now the connectors directly to SATA power. That's where they are. So I don't know. Maybe we can get the motherboard out without disconnecting those. Put them over here. How about that? Okay, now we can take out the audio connector, which belong to the like the headphones and the microphone jack on the top of the case. We have the USB 1. USB 2 is also right next to it, kind of in the way. Wiggle it just a little bit. Okay, those are out. And then we have the JFP1, which is start, reset, power, and other things. Okay, getting pretty unplugged here. Alright, so now we've got CPU power up in the top left. That's got to come out. That's done. Okay, I think we are fully unplugged. Now we can unscrew the motherboard from the back, from the case. Okay, I think that's all 6 screws. Let's see if we can lift this piece out of here. It is not the end of life for this motherboard. It is going into another PC. This PC, however, needs to be upgraded. We did it, folks. New Mobo. IO shield. We gotta pop out the old IO shield. Boop. Goes with that one. Alright, let's get this piece screwed in. Ha. Silly. Everybody always forgets this. IO shield. Don't want to be silly. IO shield installed. Hopefully we can fit this in here. That is the only outcome that is acceptable. Looks like I could actually use 3 more standoffs. Do I want to take the whole motherboard out to add 3 more standoffs? I kind of do. Good. Standoffs installed. Tight fit. It's okay. Go into your home. So we start getting screws in. I'm not tightening these down. They're all going to be loose until I get all 9 screws in, and then I'll tighten them all down. Success. Motherboard installed. Should we put the CPU in first? Sure, why not? Definitely going to clean off the thermal paste and put new thermal paste. Q-tips and alcohol. Do it right from this holder so I don't mess up the pins. That looks clean. That seems like it's seated nice. CPU installed. What do I think about this? I think this computer had I think the old motherboard did not have USB 3.0. So I'm pretty sure I did an adapter, which I can get rid of on this computer. So let me check that. So this is USB right from the USB port. This is other USB right from the USB port. And this is the last USB. There it is. That's my converter. So this is USB 3.0. There, see? USB 3 to USB 2 adapter. Don't need that. These two are still USB 2.0. But now we get USB 3.0 on the front. USB 3.0 installed. Okay, now we just need to move the front panel connector over to the other side of the motherboard because it's in a different place on this motherboard. So we're gonna come over with these USB cables over to this side, stick those through, stick my AAFP plugs. Okay, so down here we've got two USB plugs and we've got the front panel connectors, which is going to go into the AAFP header, which of course is your analog audio and front panel connectors. So let me get these two USB plugs done and out of the way, because those are easy. USB 2.0 installed. Okay, so that was one USB plug for two ports. Over here, my AAFP looks like a USB, but the pins are different. So that's gonna go, for HD audio is going to go into the AAFP header right here. HD audio installed, USB 2.0 ports installed. And now we need the system panel connectors, which of course is going to be system power, LEDs, system warning, ATX power, and reset button. So there's a big old header with a bunch of pins on it. I just need these, which are HDD LED. That goes on the bottom left. I really wish they would make these one plug instead of like 8 different little plugs. Like, how is that helpful? Okay, so this red one is the HDD LED. There's a little tiny arrow on it that says which side is positive and negative. That is going to go on the bottom left pin. Jesus Christ, you need really good eyes to do this. Okay, hopefully that's installed the right way. Pretty sure it is. Next, we've got white, orange, blue, and green. Blue one is called reset switch. So we do power first, because power is the top left, and I just did the bottom left. So let's find, oh, the power LED, I'm sorry, is top left, not the power switch. Power LED minus is white, power LED positive is green. How about that? Power LED positive is going in the top left. Power LED minus going right next to that. Okay, half of them are done. Now we've got the reset switch and the power switch. So I guess we'll do the reset one first, which the polarity doesn't matter because it's just a normally open switch. So reset on the bottom, power on the top. Power switch installed, reset switch installed. God, I hated that. That was fucking terrible. Okay, now we need CPU power, chassis fans. CPU power, there's an 8-pin and a 4-pin. I'm gonna do the 8-pin. I don't think I need the 4-pin unless I'm using a ton of power, which I'm not. Might need to do this with the tower standing up so I can pull this wire out. I'm gonna put this down because it's gonna fall. Oh, did I just install that in the 4-pin? Nope, that don't go there. Oh no, I can't get it out, of course. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to take out this fucking radiator. Okay, CPU power installed. Chassis fans. So I know I shouldn't assume, but I'm gonna assume those are chassis fans up there. I can check the motherboard specs real quick. Okay, these are gonna go in CPU fan. There's actually a separate spot just for AIO pump. That's CPU fan. AIO pump is there. And I can't really hide this wire anywhere, so that's just gonna hang out in front of the motherboard, which is kind of ugly because I'm a stickler for making things look clean. But you know what? It's just gonna have to go there. It's just the way it is. These fans and these fans all just run directly off SATA power. So I suppose I'll connect these fans, then I'll install my AIO pump, then the memory, and then we'll be done, then we'll boot. Cleaning up this thermal paste. Oh, I said I was gonna install these fans first, didn't I? So we want air to go up. So I'm gonna point the fans that way. PCIe power. Chassis fans installed. AIO pump time. So we need some thermal paste. We'll do the 5-dot method. Okay, AIO. This needs some brackets, these little things, need some screws, this thing. AIO pump installed. AIO pump power and pulse width modulation goes here. See, normally I would put this wire underneath the motherboard or route it around the back, but these connectors are right in the middle. Craftsmanship goes right out the window. Okay, what's next? We got memory, we've got M.2 drive, and we've got graphics card. Should've did the M.2 before I did the AIO pump. It's okay, won't get in the way too much. M.2 NVMe drive installed. Oh, we're just about there. Memory. Trident Z Royal memory. Oh, your computer doesn't have golden crystals in the memory? Memory installed. Graphics card. I'm gonna have to break out some of these, or one of these anyway, this thing. Hopefully that's seated enough to work. We shall see. PCIe power. Is that done? Let's power it on. Okay, first power up. Hopefully this works. We've got Windows 10. Put that in there so we can load that on. Please work. Power supply switch. Please work. Oh, that did something. Ooh, pretty. Heck yeah. Let's go. New CPU installed. Enter setup mode. BIOS utility. Okay, my CPU fan, that is what I plugged my 2 radiator fans into. My AIO pump was separate, and then all the other 5 chassis fans, which would be the 3 in the front and 2 on the bottom, are all straight into power at full speed. So now I just need to select where I want to boot from, which is going to be my thumb drive with Windows 10, obviously, and we'll be good to go. Thanks for watching. Alright, so this is the final build with all the glass and the back panels put on. It's all completed. No longer need that aftermarket USB Wi-Fi antenna because it's got the built-in antennas in the back. Everything good to go there. That 2.5-inch SSD on the back, I cloned that to the NVMe drive on the front, and then I wiped out the back and reformatted it, so now there's just an extra terabyte of storage, and the boot drive is right on the front. I never had to reinstall Windows or anything like that. So that is it. Thanks for watching.